Yes, yes, it's a disease. You got to understand that. I don't care if you don't like it, it is a disease. My name's Eric. I deal with addiction, and I've been suffering for 20 years battling addiction. I get this all the time in Facebook groups and everything else where people are, addiction isn't a choice, it's a choice, it's not a disease. Yeah, it is a disease. What you need to understand is those websites that you so love to throw in people's faces about people being junkies and it's a choice, those websites are designed to make money, right? They're not designed to give you facts and information, right? They're designed to get you to click on that website and read their article, right? Because you're passionate about it, right? You're going to click through. I've been an internet marketer for 10 years, right? Albeit not very successful, but I have been an internet marketer for 10 years. I made a lot of money doing internet marketing, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, those articles are meant to play on your passion and get you to click through. There's no factual information in those articles. You already think that people are junkies. You think that because they made a choice to do drugs or drink alcohol that they're somehow bad people and they don't have a problem and it's not a disease. Well, let me give you some information, right? What happens when you become addicted is your body produces dopamine. It's your happy drug. It's what makes you happy, right? So when you first take that drug, whatever it is, it produces dopamine. Or in some cases, it actually inhibits dopamine, right? That's what happens in alcohol, where you're actually replacing dopamine. I know this is a lot of technical jargon, but some of you people really just need to understand and hear this. So when your body doesn't produce dopamine, you get your dopamine essentially from alcohol. Your dopamine receptors no longer work and they need alcohol. It's a chemical addiction, right? With heroin and other drugs, and it doesn't even have to be drugs. You can have addiction to like gambling. I seen on Intervention somebody had an addiction to bee stings, all right? If it produces more dopamine, you become addicted to that feeling because it makes you happy, right? So it is a chemical imbalance that is happening, right? Look up the definition of disease, right? Most of the time, if not 99% of the time, it's self-inflicted. I'll give you that. Addiction is self-inflicted most of the time. But there's a lot of times where a doctor prescribes opiates because you busted your back or broke your leg or something, and you become addicted to those pills that the doctor prescribed. Well, the doctor in natural order is going to stop prescribing those pills to you because they're an opiate, right? But you're still in pain or you're addicted. So what do? You find other ways to get those pills. Most likely illegal, right? And when that goes out and you beg, borrowed, and stealed everybody for pills and everything else, what do? You go to a drug. You go to what it is, heroin, right? So most people didn't start out just injecting a needle in their arm. They gotta be fucking ludicrous. Like, most people didn't start out injecting. They're not nurses, they're not doctors, they don't know how to do that crap. They started out on pills or something along that lines. A very, very few percentage of people just like woke up one day and be like, you know what, I'm gonna shoot up heroin today. It doesn't happen. Addiction is a chemical imbalance with dopamine, okay? Once you understand that, it is a disease. There is no question about it. Harvard's did studies on this. The American Medical Association has did studies on this. Everybody and their mother has did studies on this. And you want to throw up some guy that's trying to clickbait you into an article based on your passion, you need to do your research. You need to look and actually see what these people are doing. They don't cite any actual medical documents, journals, nothing like that. They want to play on your emotion, and they're doing a really good job of it. And you know what? This is a serious disease, and it's plaguing our country. So for you to sit there and to cast doubt and to look down on people because they have a medical disorder, sure, it's self-inflicted. Like I said, I'll give it to you. But so is diabetes in a lot of cases. You don't want to hear this one, but so is cancer in a lot of cases. Sorry to upset you, but you know, when you smoke, you get cancer. If you tan, you get cancer. There's a lot of self-inflicted diseases out there, and they're still fucking diseases. So I feel really sorry for you that you're mad because somebody in your life or you got your shit stolen or whatever, but those guys have problems and there needs to be a solution. And you know what? It's a really, really nasty disease, and I'll give you that, and it makes people really, really ugly. But you don't solve the problem by calling them a junkie. You don't solve the problem by shaming them. That's not going to work. Do you think that they don't know that they've lost their family, they've lost everything? You don't think they know that? They have an addiction. They have to do it. You have to treat the addiction. You have to actually do something about it. If you don't want to do something about it, that's fine. And if you want to call people junkies and hold steadfast to your opinions, go right ahead. Just know that they're not based in facts. They're not based in anything other than some guy trying to get you to click over to his website. There is nobody that has shown me any scientific proof that addiction is not a disease. It is a choice. You made the first choice. You made a stupid choice. But you became addicted, and that's just the fact of it. Now you have a disease. You're not enabling somebody by calling it a disease. You're not making it so that they can just be junkies because, oh, I got a disease. No, it doesn't work that way. If you have diabetes and you have cancer, you go get treatment. You do the right things. And if you do stupid stuff while you have a disease, that's on you. I understand that. If you go steal a bunch of people's crap, guess what, dude? You got to pay the cost for that, man. There's no free rides on that. You definitely have something, and if you do something stupid while under the influence, guess what, dude? You're going to jail. You're in some serious crap. So you're not enabling anybody because they have a disease. There's a simple solution, and that is these people need to get help, and we need programs to help them get help. We need to get them into a rehab facility. We need to get them into a 12-step program. Jamming them on Facebook, do you really think that they care? Do you think they go home and be like, you know what, that guy on Facebook, man, he really made a point. It was a choice, and I am a junkie, and I'm going to straighten my life up. That's never going to happen either. So if you're just fuming on Facebook, that's fine, but fume with facts.